Let's roll, nerds. You are Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 14th in Harris County, officer on patrol observed a motorcycle speeding going 67 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. Traffic stop was conducted. The defendant was drive.
Tell me how that's reckless driving.
Yes, Judge. So we're going for the DINs.
It's so conclusory. It's just,
I understand.
really.
The driver operating the motorcycle with willful and wanton disregard for the safety of the persons and property of the traffic.
You didn't say that before.
So
Does it say that there now?
it says it in the DINs, yes, Judge. So this is continuing reading the DINs. He was rapidly approaching, driving, posted speed, passing on a two-way, no center median roadway. Officer then conducted a traffic stop as he goes into.
Okay, say that again.
So the driver operated the motor vehicle with willful and wanton disregard for the safety of persons and property of the traffic. He was rapidly approaching, driving, posted speed and passing on a two-way, no center median roadway.
So that's what I'm concerned. Okay, he was passing.
With a roadway that doesn't have a center median. So based on my understanding, DINs is going 67, passing a two-way road that doesn't have a turn lane leading in the middle of it. Just
Are you saying he's like cutting in between the cars? Is that what he's trying to imply?
that's my understanding of the DINs, Judge, but it doesn't specifically say cutting in between them.
A person commits an offense if the person drives a vehicle in a wilton or wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property.
It's my understanding as well that if it's over 25 over the speed limit, it's also reckless. He was going at 30.
Where do you see that?
That's just my personal understanding. Maybe don't check this.
Oh, I've been saying $500 fine. It's actually a $200 fine. Does Mr. Gonzalez have a license to drive?
He does, Judge. It is eligible.
Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If I find that you drive with either, if you pick up another case, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Sure.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'll have you go to Victoria Center reset. Also, as a condition of your bond, you're not to drive in a reckless, willful or wanton disregard for the safety of others. No racing, street takeovers, donuts, anything of this manner. Do you understand? We will have bond conditions created for you to sign. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Come on, we'll have you sign your reset, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box, sir.
Next is case 19, McGowan.
Do you mind filing all that?
Yes.
With him? You said page 19?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. McGowan, you were charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On February 19th, officer in Harris County conducted a traffic stop on a motor vehicle for driving through a red light. Officer detected a strong odor of marijuana coming from the motor vehicle. The defendant advised that there was marijuana. Officer located 0.44 ounces of marijuana.
Okay. Does he have a license to drive?
He does, Judge. Let me check his eligibility.
Veronica, the conditions that are there now will remain in effect. I don't know if you need him to resign it because he's made a surety bond. Every time you miss court, I will double, triple, quadruple the bond, and all you're doing is giving money to bonding companies. Do you understand? The next time you miss court, I will triple, if not quadruple the bond. The same conditions that were on you last time will apply now. You will be tested within the next 40 days. If I find that you're using, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You are also on felony probation. It will probably behoove you to get a lawyer extra special quick. Do you understand? Stop. I'm not going to talk to you about this. We will reset your case to give you time. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box.
All right, Judge, the last one is page 29, Reed, come on up.
Mr. Swede, you were charged with, driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Anything aggravating that we need to know?
Check, Judge.
Does he have a license?
Does have a license, is eligible.
Any alcohol in the car?
No, Judge.
As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. If I find that you drive a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. You are also not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance in your name. You must maintain car insurance. If you don't have it, then do not drive. That is also a condition. Do you understand? How do you support yourself, sir? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? What do you do for a living? Why? That's not true. It's not hard to get a job at all. It's about whether you want to work, whether you want to go look for work. People are hiring like crazy. Amazon is always looking for people. So it's about how hard you want to find a job. When is the last time you've had a full-time job, Mr. Sweet?
6 months ago.
How do you eat?
Wired.
Great. So your wife supports you then? Do you have any children? How many children do you have? Okay. It's time for you to get a job. The people of Harris County don't get to pay for a lawyer for you, where you get to just hang at home and do nothing all day. Do you understand? I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. 30, 50 applications. Do you understand? All right. Do you mind getting an application? You are also not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm telling you, you will be tested in 30 to 50 days. If I find that you're using anything illegal, likewise, into jail you go. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? All right, come on.
That's it, Judge.
Okay. Hi, are you ready?
Hi, good morning, Julie.
Good morning. Just the last name of your client. Just the last name with an L?
Oh, yeah, that is about that.
It is on trial case for next week.
Okay. Dang, again?
I know. And-
That's okay. You were great, really. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Thank you.
Are you ready? You want to go?
So Judge stated that we filed a motion for continuance. We just found out from the officer he has a newborn child and not leave. He's the officer that didn't stop. This is our first motion for continuance. So
What's your position?
I'm not going.
Okay. I'll give you one, but I'm not going to give you another one.
Yes,
If
sir.
you're not ready next time, I don't care. We go with or without whoever you need or don't need.
Yes, sir.
Just pick a date, 30 days, and then I'm cool with whatever you want. It's probably going to have to be in June because,
Yeah, he comes back to the court, so.
okay, so just whatever day you're cool with. Just file a motion, please, so we have it on file. and mail,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Okay.
And then one last thing,
Sure.
on that previous trial case, he wanted to appeal. I filed a notice. Is there anything else that I need to do?
I don't remember. I think that, yeah, there are several things that you have to do, but I'm not sure. You'll have to post an appeal bond. We'll have to set an appeal bond. He'll have to post an appeal bond. He'll have to,
That would be, or would help.
well, I would set a bond and then, and take a look. There's something else. I forget what it is. The hell is it?
Oh,
it would be on reserve.
Oh,
But you would need to file your.
Yeah, but there's like a presentment or something like that.
It
that
needs to
they're-
follow.
Right, there's a presentment that they have to do or whatnot. So.
After you set the bond. Bond. And then she just follow those with the flood. And then, I don't know, if they're gonna find a manager again.
I don't know. He'll have to do another financial affidavit.
Yeah.
You know, he'll have to come here. He'll have to do another financial affidavit. At that, when he does that, I guess we'll set the bond and go from there. And then we'll have to, depending on his application, we might or might not have to appoint him appellate counsel. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can I have that password? I want to be free.
Hi. Good morning.
Motion on Mr. Giddens.
Okay.
Please.
You mind bringing him up? Was restitution paid? I'm not gonna take it then.
So he's not the one accused of actually busting the window. He is basically all parties straight up.
Is this, Higgins?
June 16th, we're doing.
Can you read to me what happened, please? So what about the actual person
So.
who was alleged to?
That he pointed at a rock on the ground, the other person picked it up and threw it at the woman.
Then, Your Honor, defendant was seen pointing out the window and co-defendant striking the window. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm getting ahead a little bit. In video footage, defendant was observed standing by the window holding a wooden stick in his hand as he approached the co-defendant. Defendant was observed holding the stick in two hands and making a striking gesture back and forth while the stick prior to giving it to co-defendant. Defendant was seen pointing at the window and co-defendant striking the window.
Not with the stick.
Was the complaining witness ever made whole?
Your Honor, I did reach out to the complaining witness back in December. They said they were going to send me, they hadn't got the window repaired yet. They said they were going to send me something if they did. And I've never heard back from them.
Do you want to reach out real quick? I just don't think it's fair, you know? It did. So what happened with the codependent?
Taking a look. The co-defendant's case is still pending.
Do you mind reaching out real quick? I don't know. You know, Mr. Haggard, I'm all about trying to dispose of stuff, but what's fair is fair. And if someone broke your window, would you want, you know, really? If someone took one of your most valuable things and kicked the hell out of it and broke it, what would you want? You know, it's just life. In life, there's some things that are fair and there's some things that are not fair. And really, just take a seat for me, please. Do not leave. Let me, please. Hi. Good morning.
Mr. Speedy, you said you should be like, if I see a phone, he doesn't have a
He has to put it on something. He still has, he was driving something. Cruz, come up.
Yeah.
You speak English? He has an open felony warrant. Mr. Cruz, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On April 15th, 2026, and this is for Cruz, correct, Judge?
Cruz, correct.
On April 15th, in Harris County, an officer dispatched to a family disturbance. Upon arrival, officer detained an aggressive and combative male suspect, the defendant. Officer conducting Terry frisk discovered a jar in the pocket of the defendant with no prescription and 4.5 bars of Xanax. The defendant advised that it belonged to the temple.
What?
Officers dispatched to a family disturbance and
Great.
detaining the suspect, the defendant. They frisked him for weapons and find a pill bottle with 4.5 bars of cyanide.
Does that mean that anytime there's a disturbance, they can just go up and start frisking and searching everybody? I mean, there's no, what the hell has he done wrong
Understand?
to even justify a search? Really? You just say disturbance and then they start searching.
They were called out to disturbance from the den, Judge.
No. I'm going to find there's no probable cause to go forward with your case, Mr. Cruz. However, you still have an open felony warrant. I have to take you into custody. I can't let you go. What'll happen is at some point you'll hit the felony court and you can talk with them, but I got to take you in. Okay. Just do me a solid and please let's verify just to make sure.
I see a judge is here.
Okay.
And they always call me in front.
Hey,
The approach.
yeah, just the last name of your client.
Brady Judge. This is the one we spoke about yesterday, that just needed to pay.
Okay,
I was just gonna let you know that they're filing and dismissing.
Great, okay.
Give it a few moments.
great. We'll sign it as soon as I get it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Hey, is Mark Med still here? Yeah, he's got a dude that's got bond violations on for tomorrow, so I'll just send an email. What's your cost?
Last name is 26114270.
Okay, so you need some kind of bond, something other?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
I wanted to talk to you about probable cause in this case, and then dependent on your decision after that, also bond conditions.
Okay. Are you ready? Did you get the cause number?
Yes, Judge, I got it.
Go for it.
On March 21st, in Harris County, around 1:53 in the morning, officer observed a motor vehicle found to maintain a single lane, weaving between lanes several times as cars passed on striking motor vehicles. Traffic stop was conducted. The defendant, the driver, advised he was coming from Whataburger. SFSTs were conducted 6 out of 6 HDN, 5 out of 8 walking turn, and 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC was read and breath sample was provided, 0.156 and 0.158.
You went directly from pulling over to field sobriety test. Is that what you're,
Yes, sir.
are we to assume that he has, or he slurred speech, odor of alcohol?
They know the dentist, Judge.
You don't have to find my name. There are no indicators either in the PC or in the office report. The only thing that the officer does know is that my client had an accent from another country.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Sean?
So the officer asked where he's coming from prior to Whataburger, and he said he's coming from his home. Asked the defendant what he had
Coming
been-
from where?
his home.
Home.
Asked if
that's-
he had been drinking. He didn't say anything. And then he explained that he wanted to administer SFSTs. And then he goes into the SFSTs.
I'm with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Mr. Smith, you ready?
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, come on up.
Here on Nichols, I was requested from the state to see if we'd be amenable to another date. I, of course, know that this is, and I checked, this is, I believe, 186 days.
Are we set for trial now?
I know. That is, I believe, where we're at. I believe the state is asking for one more reset before it's set for trial.
Why? Are you wanting a setting or does they want a setting?
I've taken a look at the case and everything. I just wanted to talk to the chief about it.
Okay,
Kind of get their opinion on the case.
all right, pick a day next week. I'm not going to do a long reset. I mean, if you just need to talk to someone, just we'll set it, pick a day next week and then we'll come back.
I'll do that. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you got it.
And may I have my client's appearance waived on that date?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
thank you.
Of course. Gotcha. Hey, yeah, I'm ready when you are. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Rodriguez, come up. I'm going to bring him up and I'm going to talk to him and then we'll talk. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. So she was in the PTI program and got kicked out. One day, you're going to look back to this day. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week, but damn it, why didn't I get this thing done? You had the opportunity to get this thing dismissed. Now, after today, it will reflect as a conviction on your record. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. There are no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? If you get pulled over, officers are going to see this DWI. If they smell alcohol or weed, what do you think is going to happen? It's very possible. I don't know for sure, but all I know is that the more stuff you add to paper, it doesn't get better for you. You understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement and once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It's there for the rest of your life. Even after you die, it's still there. You understand? Like I said, any more criminal cases you pick up, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you. All right. CC. Yeah. Mr. Jackson, come up.
I'll show you.
Do you watch the news, Mr. Jackson? No. Do you really watch the news? Okay. Every single day, and I mean every day, we have someone that's dying on our streets because of either a DWI, a reckless driving, a racing case, something like this, something like that. And it really breaks all of our hearts because literally all you would need is a $30 damn click on your phone to an Uber to get you to take wherever you want to go. It don't matter where you want to go in this life, $30 will get you wherever you want to go. Your driving record is 11 pages long. Yes, it is literally suspension after suspension, DWI after DWLI, after DWLI, after DWLI, after ticket, 11. And the problem is I know that you're going to tell me I'm a changed person. I've done this, I've done that. But paper, stop. Paper tells me who you are. I have everyone here that tells me what I want to hear because of where we are. But how you are on paper tells me the person that you are. You must be in what, your 40s right now, and 11 pages. I'm going to show this to you so you have perspective of what I see. And I have a really hard time giving an occupational license to someone who continually refuses to comply with even the most basic requirement of getting a license and getting insurance. Do you understand? Because if you go out there, I put my name on your license and something catastrophic happens, that's on me. And I have enough trouble sleeping at night as it is. You understand? It's not about the money. I don't care about the money. But this is probably one of the worst driving records that I've seen in a very long time. But I'll make you a deal. You just got on probation. If you go a while, you're in compliance, you have no violations, and you start your treatment program and you're halfway through it, and you're in complete compliance with your probation, I will take another look. But I gotta know, it doesn't matter what you say at this point.
I'm saying, I'm in the young league, and I have no job, and y'all getting me a probation officer in Baytown. I have no way to get to the probation officer.
You need to go back to the people upstairs in the felony court and talk to them. That's not my area, but they can tell you everything. But look, when you get on probation, there are quadrants in the city where they put you in. They don't have it in every single place. What I would hope is that they put a place that's most closest to you to make it most convenient for you. I don't know where all the different places are. I have no idea. What I would do is go back, talk to the probation upstairs and see if they can put you at a different location that's closer. I just don't know, but
I'm gonna ask them like, 2000, I haven't had it. I had insurance for the last, it was guidance for the last 15 years.
11 pages. And not only that, while you were on bond for the case here, you had bond violations. That scares me. I have to know if I'm going to put my name on a license for you, that you are in compliance, doing what you're supposed to do, going through treatment. So I know that you're not going to just go out there and start just doing whatever you want to do and screw probation. I'm not going to, no. I get it. Great. Do you remember what I just told you?
I can't get to none of these places, so they're gonna make me have to drive legally just.
See, it now sounds like you're trying to blame it on us.
Yes.
You are. We're setting you up for failure. No. You drive your own bus. In life, there are no mistakes. There are choices. And you make a choice. You either make a good choice or you make a bad choice. And Mr. Jackson, the paper that I have all in front of me still tells me that the choices that you are making are not ones that give me great confidence to give you a license. Do you know what I mean? It's DWI, evading in a car. While we're on bond, we had problems. I'm just not ready yet. It's like when you get married with someone, right? You don't do it immediately. You want to wait a little bit of time. You might want to move in with the person. You might want to get to know them. Maybe they're a slob. Maybe they're just, it's too much trauma. They're just a mass murder. You and I are now in a relationship, okay? And I'm not ready to get married yet. I have to get to know you. I got to know that you're going to do what you say you're going to do, that you're going to comply, that you're going to do the treatment program, that you're going to be successful at this. Not to where, oh man, things are getting tough. Screw it. I'm just going to, who cares?
You've been trying my hardest to me. It's the whole problem is, it's gonna make it even harder for me to job, even harder for me to get to.
Because he's not working, we
I'm
come
not
to work.
working out, because of.
I'm telling you why I'm not going to do it at this point. If you show me that I can trust you after a while, then we can talk again. I'm not ready to at this point. It's just way too much drama now, and I'm not ready to put my name on a license with all this going on now if something catastrophic happens. Come back. What I would do, like I said, go up to there, talk to them upstairs. Hopefully they will work something out with you. But I'm telling you why I'm just not ready yet. What we can do is I'm prepared to give you your money back. But at this point, it's just, I'm not ready. And I want you to look at this so you see what I'm seeing, okay? You mind? All right, thanks, guys. Council, come on.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, good morning.
Just got a motion, substitute counsel.
I saw it, I'm gonna grant it for you now.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
And also,
Is
there's a
it-
court date that tomorrow, to see if I can get a reset, just to give you some catch up.
Is it a new case? Let me see.
They hired us look like yesterday.
Because if it's a case that's set off first setting, then no.
No, it's not brand new,
I didn't-
but I'm sorry.
Let me give you the cost number. You ready?
Yes, Judge.
It's 261-5342. On Barrera.
Okay, yes, I think we do provide these. These, but we need to go ahead and ask them how many times.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Victoria. Victoria, on, when he does the reset on his, because it's an off, can you make sure that there's nothing that's needed tomorrow, except for tomorrow, and it's a required appearance, so,
Okay, I'll.
yeah. Counsel, you ready? Please, just the last name of your client.
Rhonda, Your Honor, it's off docket, it's set for tomorrow. He's got a felony and the same transaction.
Okay.
Today. We got to reset for 2 weeks. It looks like it's gonna be a restitution package kind of deal to get this one resolved. Hopefully we won't need,
Are you, you're the attorney of record, or you,
Yes, Your
did you do a motion to settle?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm on this case and on the Pelton case as well.
Got it, okay, yeah, I mean, it's not a first setting, right?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, for sure,
Thank you, Judge.
have fun.
You're ready.
Mr. Burleson, when I told you yesterday that I was going to grant it, I didn't know that it was her. I was thinking it was the other person.
Actually, she different.
Right, and so I'm going to read this to you real quick. Let me just finish signing this real quick. It says here, Ms. Seville was placed in a pretrial intervention program March 20 of 25 for DWI. Ms. Seville stipulated to complete an effective decision-making class and successfully completed the program July 12, 25. Ms. Seville had one high breath test at 5:24 p.m., multiple days of not testing on her interlock device. She did not test on the device on 4/6, 4/7, 4/24, 5/17, 5/18, 6/15, 6/29, 7/14, 7/28, 18, 9/6, 9/15, 9/20, and it goes on and it goes on for the next 3 months.
My understanding is that a lot of those were late out window tests, not true skip.
Okay, I don't know that. All I know here is that there's a boatload. Community supervision officer addressed Ms. Seville testing compliance on 6/4, 8/13, 9/24, 11/25, 12/10, and then even in January of this year. They would remind her to test appropriately on her device, or if she needed help, community supervision would offer help to her. On 8/13, so my point is that I don't know how much faith I have in she's going to comply with our requirements. You know, if she wouldn't even do it here where the case will get dismissed, who's to say that she's going to comply with this? You know, here, I really have no recourse. And is she here now? Miss Seville, come up. Did you hear everything that I told the other gentleman? I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods and rainbows and gumdrops and lollipops but paper tells me who you are, tells me what's going on in your life, how you treat the court system, how you regard us. And the problem is if I grant you an occupational license, I put my name on it and something out there happens and it's catastrophic, something of which you cannot ever take back, it's my name on that license. And I don't want to have to deal with that. We literally have a death on our streets every single day. It's disgusting when all you need is a phone, an app, and $20 to $30 to your name, and you get a ride wherever you want to go in this life. It's a geographical oddity because it's always $20 to $30 taken. This tells me how and what to expect if we give you an occupational license. Do you understand? And I have a problem with that. One of the other things is when we grant an occupational license now, you are required to attend treatment. And the treatment is such that you must do whatever the TRAS says. Here, it says intensive outpatient treatment and supportive outpatient treatment. None of that occurred while you were even in this program. You would have to do the exact same thing if I were to grant you a license here. You want another chance? I will make you a deal. If you do enter into and complete half of the intensive outpatient treatment, you come back and show me that you have done half, then I would consider. But I'm not going to give it to you now and hope and wish and pray that it gets done. This world is about proof. If you don't have proof, you ain't got anything. And I'm not ready to put my faith in it just now. It really doesn't matter what you say. The paper tells me everything. Do you understand? I will make you a deal. She gets into the intensive outpatient treatment program, completes half of that portion, then,
Understood. I'll get the rest of.
you know, the other thing I need to do is I need to know that she's not drinking. And I don't know how that happens. But, you know, we don't work on blind faith here. We just don't. Every time we deviate from that, we pay for it dearly. I promise. Every time we deviate from what is ordered here, we pay for it dearly. And I just don't need any more drama in my life. So there it is. She enrolls, bring me proof, half of the IOP is completed, then we'll.
I'll get the list
Yeah.
of providers.
Okay. All right. Good luck, man. Thanks. So Clyde, if you want to reset for how long ever you ever want, so she doesn't lose the money, I'm happy to do it. If you want to reset it, 3 months or whatnot, then go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Next.
Hi. Is he there?
Yes.
Great. Okay. I'll grant your motion and then we'll appoint someone.
Here on.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, go. I'll let him in. Council, come on up. Hi, what's up?
I'm here on Austin, the Windy.
With an N?
Yes.
Okay,
So I was going with the state, he has issues with his license, the state confirmed to me that the going to Smith if he gets his license.
sure.
He has to go out to Paramount, Texas, so if we can get a full reset.
You're at 190 days old now. I mean, this should have been done a long time ago. Mr. Nucci, come up. I'm not going to give you a long time, but I'll give you some time. Come up. Your case is 191 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days. I am giving you a 2-week plea deadline. In 2 weeks, you must be back and you must either accept the plea bargain agreement or I'm going to set your case for trial. That is the last reset you get here. Do you understand? So you need to do whatever you got to do within that time. If not, you will be put to trial. Okay, 2 weeks, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Got it.
Judge,
Are you ready? Hey, bud.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
This is on Anderson, Judge.
Anderson.
I think he wanted to get a job. I think.
Okay, what's he doing?
He got a job. He starts on the 1st, with a solution center where. So
Great.
$80 an hour, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, she can work there.
Yeah, we'll give you a reset.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thanks, bud. Hey, guys, ready?
Hey, Judge.
Hey, what's up? Just the last name of your client.
Mr. Lowe.
Lowe?
LOWE.
Okay,
Judge, it's a PTI case. She got everything in. It's just right now the cost is what's kind of killing her with the interlock and the DMV. I was told.
DA fee you don't have to pay it immediately.
Somebody said like she could pay it on the back.
No, I think that it's, they told me it's within 10 days of you entry, but I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
But I know that you don't need to pay it to enter the
I
interlock.
wasn't gonna advise her of that just because I wasn't clear with it, but I could let her know that and just focus on doing the interlock at first. I mean, Money's just.
Email Mr. Henry, see what
Yeah,
he says.
That's what the state's on.
But the problem is your case is 190 days old. I'll give you 2 weeks, but at the 2 weeks, if she don't have it done, she's going day for day.
That's all.
Got it.
Perfect.
Okay, my friend. Take care.
You too.
Hi, good morning. Just the last name of your client, please. Okay. Yeah, we'll just give you a reset, whatever you want. Yeah, sure. Have fun. Wow, Mr. Jaworski. Great to see you. It's been a while.
I'm here too. All right. Years ago.
Sorry to hear about that.
Anyway, guys coming down tomorrow
Okay,
and, this was not supposed to be this way. We're still waiting on discovery on.
how old is
And
it?
I just wanted to see if I could get a couple of weeks. We got a murder trial set Friday to go to pick a jury on too.
How old is your case though?
He said it's pretty old, so, I don't know the exact.
What's your cause number?
Case number is, 259-2415. It's Villarreal. And I know all the discoveries on it. I know the state has some discovery in them, but not everything.
Yeah, you're at 180 days. How much time do you want?
Just 3 weeks, or maybe the 13th of May or something like that.
But well, let me see how far that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Fine, but at that day, we need to know what you want to do. So it's either plea or trial. If you want to do the PTI program, it must be submitted by that time. Not, okay, we want to do PTI now. No, it's got to be submitted, everything. Did you take a look?
Yes, sir. The discovery.
Yeah, but are they approved? Do they need a mitigation package?
So I don't have any approval note from the chief or anything like that.
Is there an accident? Is it above a 15?
Not that I know of.
No, judge, no accident, but it was important.
0.18. You're going to need a mitigation package. Okay. So 3 weeks, hey, on his 3 weeks, if they want PTI, it's all going to be submitted.
Thank you.
Okay. Counsel, just the last name of your client.
It's gonna be Carter, Judge.
Okay.
It's, we filed a motion with Ron.
I know.
Put her on probation. She is not hired as a manager.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
It should be in your queue. If you need to go.
Yes, no, I got it. Yeah, is she here? Carter?
No, Judge, she called and said she had no right.
Okay, SFBF tomorrow. Okay, done
Thank you,
it.
Judge.
Yes. All right, good morning, Mr. Driggs.
Morning,
Sir, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 1-year deferred adjudication. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, there are no convictions on your record. Let's take a look at Mr. Driggs. What happened in the assault?
I'm pulling it up right now, Your Honor. On the assault, complainant advised that while pulling into his driveway, his car got stuck and broke the ground. Defendant exited his residence yelling / insulting him, later walked up behind him and struck him on his left wrist as he turned around with his hands raised. Before saying, quote, I know what time you leave for work and return from work. I can kill you. I'm going to kill you. Complainant advised he felt pain.
Has he been in custody since January?
No, Your Honor. He's been in custody since I was appointed up about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it looks like there was a bond violation report that was filed in May. And because of the dead battery, we revoked the bond and he's been in custody ever since. You really think that is this a good idea, Mr. Driggs?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any other offers on this?
Yes, sir.
What else?
There was a probation offer prior to this deferred offer.
Is that it?
Yes, Your Honor.
The thing is this, Mr. Driggs, is that we had problems. I mean, even in the short time that you were on bond, now you'll be on paper for an entire year. Not only that, If we file a motion to revoke, you are facing another year in jail. That means no alcohol, no dope, no contact with any complaining witnesses, no weapons, no new cases. Are you sure that this is what you want to do?
And Judge, I would just note that Mr. Griggs has voluntarily signed himself up for a drug rehab treatment program. So I understand that some of the impetus for this offense were some addiction issues that he was going through.
Why did we not do a TRAS beforehand? You know? I think that from now on, whenever there's something where we're going to do a deferred like this, we should probably do a TRAS first. That way they know what they're getting into. You know, one of the things that you have to do here is that you are going to have to do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what conditions you need. If they assess any condition, you are expected to comply. That may very well be inpatient treatment. How much credit does he have? If you don't mind.
That's 22 days.
It's 22 days credit.
Judge,
It's up to you. If you want to take it, if you want to, what I would suggest is probably do a TRAS first to see what they're going to suggest for him to do so he knows full well. Because if he goes in flying blind and then they go, okay, well, we expect inpatient treatment, you know?
yes,
You tell me.
if I could just step down for.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's be real here. You know,
I can talk.
no. I understand what you say you can do. Paper tells me who you are. How many times you have had contact with us, with the criminal justice system, really tells us a lot. And probation is not easy. It's long, it's expensive. There's a ton of stuff that you have to do, community service. You'll have to do tests all the time. At a minimum, because of everything, you'll probably have to do intensive outpatient treatment, which is around 4 to 5 times a week that you're going to have to go report to someone to do classes for at least, how long? Is it 3 hours a time?
Yes, sir.
So for 4 to 5 weeks, for 4 to 5 times a week, you will probably have to do classes where they're around, give or take around 3 hours a day. It's intensive. And that's if they say outpatient, where they may say inpatient. I don't know. I would suggest probably, let's do a TRAS so that you know what you're getting into. So you don't go out there and then you're, oh man, I just signed up for the worst thing in my entire life. It's up to you. Let's do this. I don't want you to make a decision now. Talk to Adam. If you still want to do it, I'm more than happy to do it. But if there's a problem, but I don't want to talk about the case. Don't talk about the case. I'm just talking about the chances of success and whether you want to do this or not, because it's not a joke. It's not a game. No drugs, no alcohol. Okay. You still want to do this or you want to?
We could just step down to,
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other alternate offers that you can do? I guess you guys talk and let me know. Hey.
I heard back, this is the criminal.
Yeah.
I heard back from the complainant, he said he still hasn't gotten this fixed.
Did you ask, does he have the money to get it fixed?
Just a hotel, Judge.
Yes, it was a motel, your honor, it was a business. He said he was gonna send me estimates. I said to send them as soon as possible and have not heard back from him. He said he did get an estimate on it. But I haven't received anything from him. This is the second time I've asked him to send me something and he didn't.
All right. Agreeing, let's get it done. Mr. Giggins, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. This This conviction will now go on your record as a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witness to petition on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to this agreement. If you come back, do you understand? All right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. All right, Mr. Acker.
Man,
Hi, Owen. What's up?
good morning, Judge.
Good morning to you.
Cases on the docket.
Just the last name, please.
BK, BUQUE.
Okay?
That is a DWI case.
It's not too old. You want another reset?
Yes, because we had blood back that's .03 and they requested a toxicology screen. So we'll wait on that.
You're getting old.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay. So by the next time, I need to know what you want to do, whether you guys want to do PTI or not, or whether you want to. So are they approved?
What was the name, Judge? I'm sorry.
Duque.
BUQUE.
Wow.
Obviously with the .03 blood, I can't imagine they wouldn't be.
Mr. Bell, you got my email?
Oh, I get it. I haven't filed application yet.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you still got some time. Don't worry about
We would see.
it. Yeah. Okay. Who's next?
The other one I had is Roman, R-O-M-A-N.
Got it. Okay.
It's a DWI case.
They're all DWIs.
We were here a couple of weeks ago. We've got a restitution issue, which the state has followed up on. They determined that the victim is out $719. What I want to do is we want to pay that restitution, and then they're going to let us go to a time served.
I'm down.
But it's going to take about a month to get $719 together.
Okay.
So if we can
I'm okay with
for a
it.
plea for a month,
Yes. But at that point,
we're done.
it's
We
say your prayers, huh?
Okay, well,
All right. Have fun. You got it. Counsel.
Yes, sir. Back on Mr. Sweet.
Okay.
Apparently, this was UWI.
Correct.
Mr. Sweet was ordered to have the license.
Correct.
He had indicated that,
He drove a car. He picked up the DWI. Got to put the interlock on whatever car that he was driving. I'm not going to take his word for it. Sorry.
apparently said that, I guess, wife, instructing him, so.
That don't care. He got to put it on. It's a DWI second. He's got to put it on the car. Sorry. Okay. Thanks.
Whatever, I guess, brought out some type of proof that.
No, he's picked up a DWI. There's a car in his life. Whatever car that he was driving, he's got to put it on the interlock. He's got to put an interlock on. Because I've found more people driving and they say, no, he's got to put it on. Sorry.
Hello, Judge. How are you?
I'm not happy with this case.
Neither am I, Judge. Neither am I.
What are we doing with Mr. Alfage?
It looks like the felony cases have been set for trial, Judge, in June. And so I requested that they dismiss this misdemeanor. It's companion to the evading arrest up there. And
Hold on, I can't hear you at all.
oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Let me get a little closer. My voice is not working too well. Our misdemeanor here is a companion to the evading upstairs, but they're going to trial on both of those, or they're both set up there sometime in June. And so I requested that they dismiss the misdemeanor. And in the past, they were checking into it, but nothing's ever come of that. But and use the
Did
misdemeanor.
you say they set up for trial upstairs?
Yes, they did, Judge.
Okay, so
It said,
do you want to set this one for trial as well, or what would you like?
well, I've got a feeling, Judge, that they will dismiss this one and use the charge as.
I'm not, yeah, your case is nearly 300 days, Rick, and then now it's going to go another, 80 days? No. I
No.
can't,
Okay, that's fine,
it's just
Judge.
too much.
We could set it We can put a trial date on it, Judge. That's okay. We can do that and see what happens before then.
Alpage, come up.
I believe there's a time served offer on this one, which he didn't want to accept it at this point, but that
I
may,
don't like to play games. I have enough drama in my life. I don't like it. And I'm happy to set up a trial for you, but I'm going to tell you, if we set it, we will go. Today, here's your plea bargain deadline. Your case is 290 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days. It doesn't matter to me whether you want to set it or not. It's no skin off my back, but I'm going to tell you now, if you set it, we will go. I will not accept any more plea bargain agreements on the day of trial, nope. If we set it, you will go. I don't want you to make a decision now. Please step out. I'm going to have you contact your lawyer. I would like you guys to make an informed decision on what you want to do. You must either today accept the plea bargain agreement. If not, I'm happy to set it for trial for you. What agreement have you offered, Mr. Alpage?
Judge.
Rick said it's time served. Is that correct?
I thought it was time served. I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's a felony. We don't have one because we've been talking felony to kind of work out something, but.
Can you put an offer right now, please?
Yes, Judge.
How would this affect?
That's a question that I cannot answer. That's a legal question that your lawyer can tell you. But that's something that, I mean, we have had you for plea or trial since January. I'm not waiting anymore. So I'm going to have you step outside. Do you have your lawyer's phone number? Okay. I'm going to have you step outside. What offer are you making on the case now?
It would be a time served, Judge.
They've offered you time served on this case. I'm going to have you step outside. You talk with your lawyer. You guys make a decision on what you want to do and then come back and then let me know. Either accept it or we will set the case for trial. But like I said, if you set it, you will go. Please. Thanks.
I'll talk to him, Judge.
Thank you, Rick.
I'll get back with you.
Okay, take your time. There's no rush. Okay, are you ready?
This judgment.
Go on. Yes.
Your office on Rivera Acosta, I can give you the card number,
All right, what is it?
2605461. She also has another case, Judge. She's here in the audience. There are warrants issued on both cases that she'd like to turn herself in and take care of her case.
Do you mind bringing her up?
You're being illegal.
So. No, she can go ahead and, yeah. The last time she came here, she was. Yeah, she was.
She wants to work on the pleading herself outside of this system. So I'd like to just have the state evaluate.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to do a TRS right now? Because we can get it done expedited within the next, I mean, today's. What do you think so?
Are you requiring it today?
No. I'm saying, I mean, it's a second. We know that there are issues. Ultimately, I mean, it's probably something that might happen down the road.
I understand, Judge. But
You don't have, if it's up to you. If you don't want to, then don't.
I'm not TRS, please, Judge.
Okay.
I'd like to take care of the cases and then let her rehabilitate herself outside of her family friends. However she wants to pursue that herself. I just don't want her to be some longer and then be responsible for any of their bond with the sheriff.
Okay, whatever you want.
Judge, right now her bond is at 5,001. Can we lower that? She can't make this at all. She couldn't even give me an amount that she could make. I don't have relation to make $1,000, but I'm requesting the lowest possible one.
I'll give you 2,501 on each.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So she on the DWI second and then the PCS, 2,501 on each. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Come on up, please.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, good morning.
Here, it's an extradition case, and really more than anything, kind of want to do a status update and I might need the court to maybe help Montana in terms of understanding some things.
Sure. What's the last name?
Last name is Malcolm. First name is Dalen.
Shall we go ahead and just bring him out?
I appreciate it, but I'm really intro.
Okay, go for it.
So, just bring him up to speed. He likes to talk judge, but also there's.
He likes to what?
He likes, he's a talker judge. but
A talker?
there's also some trust issues
Aren't we all?
as well. There's some trust issues here, so essentially what happened was he pled out to a case up in district court, pled from a felony stalking down to a misdemeanor harassment. But the problem is there is a clerical error on the judgments where he wasn't given any prior credit for his jail time. He was on 430.
What?
This is where I disagree with the assessment, but I'll wait for it.
Okay.
When you look at the judgment, he was given 24 days, and which would have been a time served at 8 days times 3 upstairs. And contacted his felony attorney to say, hey, stand. He finally got a time served at 1 o'clock. We started forward to go and serve it a month. The problem is that the judgment was incorrect. So he's filing a non-pro.
None, yeah.
It has
uh-huh.
not been filed yet, from what I can tell from this, everything been accepted yet.
When did you do the plea? Dude, it's
13.
So this is where I politely disagree with counsel. The judgment does say 24 days. I spoke with the felon chief up there. There's no issue with the judgment itself, which is why I don't believe the number is proper. What is possibly incorrect is how the jail credit was applied to his spin, which is a different problem because that's how the sheriff's office applied the judgment, which is correct. No one is debating that the 24 days is wrong. They're debating on how the 24 days apply because as the court knows, it wasn't always 3 for 1, before it was 2 for 1. It depends on how it's processed. And so
well, all that's up to the sheriff.
Right.
As far as 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, 10 for 1.
So that's the distinction here is because there's no issue with the judgment. He agreed to 24 days. He received 24 days. How it's applied is a different problem. As it stands,
should the judgment reflect the credit?
Well, no, because the credit is a separate part. There are different provisions on how credit is counted, especially in terms, well, this is largely decided, but
don't we normally put credit on a judgment?
Not always. No, we can put the language in there for
Don't we
time
always
served.
put credit on a judgment? I thought we do.
Well, I think
Not all the time.
denying pretrial credit means a lot.
But
We do, but maybe other courts don't.
well, so there's, and I could go into a rabbit hole on how the time, because there's a whole separate section on how time is credited. But again, no one is disputing the amount of days that's on the judgment because no one's saying 24 was wrong, it's supposed to be 23, et cetera. So separate issue. So how it was counted against the spin is it ended on the 20. And so obviously the differential for 7 days, when it actually shows the hold lifted, that's when our sheriff's office notified them and they immediately got to work. I spoke with both their sheriff's office and their DA's office, and they're ready for the original time within the 14 or 15 days as allotted from the 20 or 21st one day after. So the original pickup date would be by the 5th, the court date being the 6th. If it is as applied from the 20th when the release will be set.
That's beyond our scope of anything. Like I have no control on any of that. We, and I'm assuming
Well-
Mr. Kim here tells the demanding jurisdiction the day for pickup ends this day because that's when the system reflects that.
Because the issue is if this court finds that he's clawed back to 7 days, then the last day for.
No, but I can't, how can I possibly do that?
In terms of, well, that's why I want to make sure everyone's on the same page.
I'm going to go what the system says because I can't possibly go on what they say or what if I'm wrong? What if they're wrong?
I agree, Judge. I'm going on the felony defense counsel's saying that it was agreed on because when he took the plea, his whole basis was this is the time to serve. Let's get me back to Florida. And that tracks with what the defense counsel said. So yeah, 24 days was there, but 24 days is usually because it's 8 times 3.
So really the 14 days started running on the 21st, which was yesterday versus the.
Well, arguably, my argument was if everything had worked according to plan, it would have started working on the 13th.
Yes, right.
Monday would be the 27th. That's so.
I don't, you're going to have to argue, or not you, but the lawyer on the case is going to have to go argue with them about what and how and when and
But I want to shore it up here because even assuming that, the 7 days are clawed back, I would reflect that in an extension request because of his history and with what he's charged with.
And I would probably end up granting it just because it's through no fault of their own.
Right,
You
and
know?
that's what, I want to get everything on the same page. Also, I also want to, in case I do need to make a bond argument, which I don't even know if you can pay a bond. I spoke with his mom,
It's
but
not,
is understood, Judge, but the door's still there.
do you want me to bring him out so we can explain
If
it?
you please, if we can, he didn't
Malcolm.
give something shady going
Yeah,
on.
for sure.
I
Let me
trust
talk to them real quick so they don't have to wait. Hey, hi, it's McKenna.
It's just Miranda.
Okay.
The pretty old, but the state often keeps it out today, so I just need to prove it. It's class in 10 hours.
Oh, Lord.
Because he forfeited.
Yeah, I'm not going to reward him I'm not going to give him that much time. I mean,
Okay,
well,
we-
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. If it's not done in 2 weeks, it is day for day. Let him know. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Robert. Great to see you, man. It's been a long time. How are things?
Good, back in Harris County. I was out in Fort Bend for a while, but,
Huh. Are you still with the same
left the firm.
guy? Are you on your own now?
With Vincent Pang, not sure if he was there like a while, a long time ago.
Maybe if I saw him.
Yeah, so it's just me and him now.
Okay, well, good.
Fort Bend and Harris.
Who you got? Just last name.
It's an off-dock matter, Judge.
Give me a second. What's your cost? What is it?
It's 260.
Okay.
7183.
Sasabi.
Mr.
Sasabi.
Dosek, Osen's Dosek.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, I see it differently, but yes, I see it.
So he has an assault with a violence case and an injury with child case. I assume somebody will respond. Oh. sorry.
Yeah, well, what would you like?
We want to see if we can get the language is modified. CW wants to be able to have contact with him. They've done a rip call and the state's looking to do a rip call down here. But essentially she's recanting saying they.
I get it. Do the rip, find out how serious it is, and then we'll talk. He's got court on 528. Just come back whenever you're ready, then let me know, and then we'll talk. I would have to really dig deeper. There's an assault, there's an injury to a child. That kind of really scares me,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thanks, Robert. All right, coming up, Mr. Malcolm. Good morning, sir. So your lawyer has let me in to know that there's a snafu with your case. I don't know what happened. Essentially, what we do here is we go what's on record as far as in the computer system and how everything reflects in the system. You were eligible for pickup when all holds were released, which according to the system was on the 21st of this month, which was yesterday. So we give Florida 14 days from yesterday to come pick you up. If they don't come get you within the 14 days, Harris County releases you. We don't have to do 14 days. We do it as a courtesy just because our jails are packed to the gills and it's something that's gone on for the last 30 years. So we honor it here, but we don't have to. Statutorily, we can give them 30 days to come pick you up. That said, your lawyer here is saying that there may have been some kind of snafu upstairs with credit and whatnot. I don't know any of that. I have no idea. All I know, the system reflects the 21st and that's what we go on. Even if there was a problem and they backdate it to whatever it was, it would not be fair to try to hold me to them to the same standard. And what they would do, my feeling is they would probably ask for an extension for Florida to come pick you up, which I would probably grant just because there were so many, I guess, errors everywhere. Do you understand? What does he want it for?
He's wanted out of Leon County for 4 charges: burglary of a structure, criminal mischief over $1,000, possession of burglary tools, and attempted burglary of a structure.
Not only that, you've got the 4 charges out there. Your history here reflects you were charged with a felony, what was it?
Stop.
A felony stalking, false alarm. You've got a gun case, criminal mischief, violation of protective order, trespass, violation of protective order, 2 felony assaults. I'm sorry, a felony assault, a misdemeanor assault, and 2 other cases. I don't think it would be appropriate to give you a bond. Mind you, all those within the last 2 years. I don't think that it would be appropriate to set you a bond. Do you understand? Well, I will let your lawyer explain it to you. But essentially, you scare me, Mr. Malcolm, and I don't think it would be appropriate to give you a bond. Within the last 2 years, you've picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I haven't been to Harris County since 2022, that's 4 years ago.
Okay. Well, here you have 2 cases from 2026 here in Harris County, and then you have 4 open cases, which are pretty dangerous in Florida. Due to all that,
It's a bit in the fact that I got a misdemeanor harassment.
I understand that they got pled down, but nevertheless, 9 cases in 2.5 years, or 2 years, whatever it may be, and then you've got 4 charges in Florida. It's just way too much drama for me. I don't think it would be appropriate to set you a bond.
So what about on my part where I signed for the harassment charge? For them to tell me that my time was gonna start on the 13th, then y'all back door, make it seem like I ain't get my time credit to the 20th.
That's what,
I just let it Florida, no, I'm saying get more time to come get me.
that's what,
Only reason why I copped out for that because I wanted my time to start on the 13th.
I get it. We have no control over how the sheriff does the credit. It's up to the sheriff how much credit.
The judge told me that my
So-
time was served that day that I signed.
So what we'll do is I can set your case off for a couple days and have your lawyer here reach out to your felony lawyer to see what they can do to try
They
to
gonna stop my
work it
time
out.
from Florida to come get me.
No. No. They have 13 days left to come get you though.
Like 12 now.
No.
The 20th.
What day did he waive?
Well, that was beforehand because that was pre-poll, but he
Oh,
waived,
so he waived beforehand.
it was on the 10th before the.
Got it. You were eligible for pickup. I mean, all the holds that you had were released on yesterday, the 21st.
I'm telling you, the 20th. The 20th.
It carries to the next day. Your hold, your time was done on the 20th. So on the 21st is when the hold is done. That's when the time starts
Why the
running.
lawyer from the Philippine court telling me that it was over?
I cannot, I mean, I can't possibly tell you what he, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know.
Don't you got the paperwork to prove that?
That's it. That's what I told me. She said, I don't have that. So then, you're saying, even with that, filing it, that does get extended. So now the date doesn't change. That's not gonna change nothing.
And I can't get no bond for it.
No, I'm not going to set you bar. It's just way too much drama.
I was on the ankle, but I ain't never ran on every court that.
Got it. Nevertheless, in 2 years, you've picked up
All them cases were dismissed. I never got
14
the-
cases,
I only got,
13, whatever maybe.
I only got misdemeanor conviction. I have never got a felony conviction.
Okay, regardless. Nevertheless,
I appreciate you.
yeah. Okay, tell me.
Judge, we reached a new agreement. It'll be a time served on both business and your cases.
Are you sure you want to do this? It's up to you. You can still do the probation you want if you want, but it's a lot of stuff. You know you better than anyone else in this life. I know that you can tell me this, you can tell me that, but you know you better than anyone else, you know, really.
That you offer me on, but I would like to take the time served.
Okay, I'm happy to do whatever you want to do. Just perception is reality, my friend. You know what I mean? Right. Of course. So Mr. Driggs, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with all the credit that you've got. As part of this agreement, your second case is going to be dismissed, right?
No, Your Honor. The new agreement will be a time served on both.
On both. Okay. What is the other one?
Terrorist.
Okay, so you're charged with both cases. You're pleading to both cases. They will go in your record. You now will be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any of these new type of cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no change of this or undo this. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the both offenses, the assault and the terroristic threat? I will find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. We will sentence you to it. Good luck, Mr. Driggs. We wish you the best, man. Okay? All right. Take care. Thank you, Adam. Was there another set of them? Oh. Okay. Hi, Mr. Bell. Okay.
We'll worry about that.
Well, look, I remember when I was a baby lawyer, someone used to tell me a continuance is as good as an acquittal for as long as it lasts. Just go. I feel you. Oh, yeah, Hall.
So Mr. Hall was on run out of this court.
Okay.
And was arrested for.
Oh, right. Okay. What do you want to do?
So I have contacted my mother.
Okay.
And I got a deal with the state for alternative resolution to go to the Harrison.
Wonderful. I'm down.
To come and pick her up with release instructions.
Done. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Let her know that this is it, though. If she fails to go there, if they'd like take her somewhere else, we will issue a warrant. No more hair centers. We want her to do this. Hopefully she will do it. But if she tries to play games again, okay. Yeah, I'm down with it for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, you got it. Thanks. So we will need to do a PR bond for her then. Oh, she left. Right, we'll have to process a PR bond for her. And then simultaneously, we'll have the release instructions that need to be filed that label her as a person to pick her up. The PR bond gets processed tomorrow, though, because they need to set a specific time and it always takes a day to get it done. So she will get picked up. It'll be 2 p.m. tomorrow. So tell mom to expect, don't come today because it's not going to happen. Hey, we lost Veronica? Veronica?
Oh, maybe she went to that, is it 9 a.m. on there?
Yeah. So, but usually it's the day after and at 2 p.m. I mean, if she's picking it up at 9 o'clock, maybe, I don't care. But I just don't know if that's enough time to.
Yeah, it's a little too early. I don't know. I mean, it's okay with me.
It takes a while to process it out.
See when she has, when she's able to pick her up.
Oh, Veronica, hey, on Miss Hall, you know how we do the reentry program into the Harris Center? We're going to do that. Mr. Bell is doing the paperwork. So we need to do this PR bond and then it works for tomorrow. They'll pick her up at 2 p.m. Instead of the Harris Center picking up though, it's mom is going to pick her up. Mom will take her to the Harris Center. Once she goes there, all she has to do is the interview and then they'll end up dismissing the case so that she's aware of what services they have. So, okay, all right.
One work on it, I put in mom or stepdad, because mom told me she got a first stolen and her license expired from one that she has.
I'm okay with whoever, as long as it gets done, right? But just let her know, we don't like to play games. Please go.
We'll do.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Bell. Adnan,
They got the case.
just the last name of your client.
Holland.
What is it?
Holland,
Holland.
Holland.
Okay,
This one, this guy had a time served in Harris County in 2024 DWI.
okay.
He picked up. He also had a Galveston County DWI, which he was on probation for.
He's on probation now for a DWI.
Yes, Your Honor. And then he picked up a Harris County DWI, which was in August. He hasn't been in court. He had dual order to scram device, which he's had, which has been inactive since September. I just spoke to pre-trial.
Where is he now?
He's talking to his Galveston County lawyer on that.
Is there a warrant for his arrest?
He was picked up on a warrant and he bonded out of county on $15,000.
With us?
There's a different, I don't know which county it was.
We need to do some serious ass bond conditions then, man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Like he needs to come in.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted to preface it.
Do you mind to go get?
We did get an offer from the state. I think he was talking about Plea today.
To what?
I got 2 offers.
Okay,
One is 30 days on a DWI 2
I'm okay with that.
or a 2-year probation.
Whatever you want.
Okay,
I don't care.
okay.
Yeah, you make the decision.
I'll talk to him. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Yeah, for sure. But if it doesn't plead today, I'm gonna put some, I'm loading him up with conditions and I'll have to.
Would that include for the few because?
Hell, yeah.
Okay.
Teamwork. And it's like
What's up?
I don't have a plea. Just one.
How are you?
Hello.
You due for surgery?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm just kidding. Rick,
We're gonna do, I'm about to do it. for Nate, but I'll be right in. Thank you. Sorry, Judge.
how are you?
Doing well.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day, Judge.
Happy hump day. Who's this gentleman?
Hernandez Chan. DWI.
This is a true first? Sean?
Yes.
Got it. Mr. Hernandez, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You need to understand this charge will go on your record. It will be there forever. From now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? What did I just say? From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases you pick up. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to this offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow this agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. And good luck to you, sir. Okay, thanks. Thank you. You've got a really pretty signature.
Thanks, man.
It's a really pretty signature.
It'll be worth something with it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Rick,
Yeah, Judge, he accepts
What's up?
the offer. He accepts
Huh?
the offer. He does accept the offer, Judge.
that's okay. What do you guys want to do?
He's ready to do it, Judge. He's ready to plead.
He's ready to plea?
Yes.
Okay. Did you file, can you file the plea paperwork?
Yes, Judge.
That was on, Alpage.
Alfred,
Yeah.
I'll sign from here, Judge. He knows. I've gone through it with him already.
Have you explained to him the plea paperwork?
Yes, I have, Judge. He understands.
Okay. They're going to file it. As soon as we get it here, we'll bring him up to sign.
You want?
On page 17,
Uh-huh.
both on here.
Okay, 5,001 on each. Oh, no, 5,001 on manual.
That's for manual, I can get it.
Who's in the emergency room?
Manual.
How do you know?
He sent an email with, that we was in the hospital.
For what? That's a different manual.
It's.
That's a kid, his dad said he was in there with the kids.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
The visit was yesterday. That's not,
Not good enough, okay,
that's yesterday. That's not today.
yeah, you're right. So how much did you say?
5,001.
Oh, right.
On Martinez, under it, 10,002.
Page 31, was that for rain on Monday? Well, it for today.
So 2501.
Morning.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
What's the cause number?
Docket page 26,
Yeah.
15524, it's several rains tomorrow.
Okay.
Could we move it to Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
One day?
Yeah, just one day.
Sure,
There's
of course.
a scheduling.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
Okay. Rick, you ready? Coming up.
Yes, I'm ready.
Mr. Alpert, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 5 days that you've done. You need to understand that this will reflect as a conviction on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. This is final today. It can never be undone. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense of criminal trespass? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send it you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Please see the clerk. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Rick. Take care, man.
That's fine. Thank you, Judge. That's my last one ever, Judge.
Page 27. is it almost with this one?
Hey,
Yeah.
have we done a TRS on this yet?
No, the last one was in 2023.
I would like to do a new one, please, in light of everything that's happened. And I'm going to require Scram as well. Yeah, and let me tell you something. I need you to really let me know what the hell happens with everything, because he's got,
This last year, I was working in I'm pretty sure this is. But I'll let.
I'm going to let him know. How many DWIs does this gentleman have open right now?
I'll check. He has a active deferred medicality.
Is that it?
And ours. He has a 2024 uncertain.
Did they file a motion? Did they file a motion to revoke over there?
Yes, it is. It's an application.
It's selected?
Yes.
Are you guys representing him out there?
We are not. Then Dell's office is, he just got off the phone. Jonathan Zendel, he's a gal. He was okay with everything. I was hoping, that we could resolve both, but they're like, well, he wants to do it.
What's it gonna take to get you to see the freaking picture, Mr. Holland? Are you gonna kill someone? DWI here. You're on deferred for DWI, and then you pick up a DWI here. You say no, but your actions say differently. Let me give you some perspective. I'm gonna follow whatever the TRAS says to do. And if they say inpatient treatment, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. first offense. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is 1 year in Harris County Jail to be probated for 2 years. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will be required to do a TRAD. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. There is a very big chance that they recommend substance abuse treatment facility, SATF. If they assess it, you will be required to do it. That is an inpatient treatment facility. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm putting you on notice now. You will be required to do a repeat offender DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels, no drugs, no alcohol. You will be required to wear a scram bracelet while you're on probation. If you so much as have a lick of alcohol, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm telling you now, because of how many DWIs you have open, I'm going to set the bond high, and we will have a hearing, and you will be looking at 365 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And Judge, he's not eligible to drive. It should be a condition of probation that he should not be allowed to drive.
I was going to suspend his license for a year. No,
Okay.
you are not allowed to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing. Every time you drive, it's punishable by 180 days in jail, and I can stack it. Do you understand? You are ordered not to refuse breath tests while you're on this probation. If for some reason you decide to get into a car and drive and you get pulled over, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. Do you understand? How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow this agreement. I'm going to sentence you to it. Like I said, you give up all these rights, the right to have a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. This is a done deal today, never changed. All right, we'll have you see the clerk. Good luck to you, sir. All right, thanks. Did they do a TRAS on this? The TRAS recommended sober court? All right, Mr. Nolasco, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. This now makes number 2. What happens on the next one? Right. 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. You are what, 19 years old? Can you imagine what the hell they would do to you in our Texas prison, Mr. Nolasco? I don't think you have any clue what they would do to your 110-pound butt in there. Ask around. It's not a pretty sight what happens in our Texas jails. They don't even get air conditioning. You understand? You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no changes this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
As part of this agreement, you will be required to go into sober court. You will do a DWI repeat offender education class. You have already done the TRAS, which recommended sober court, no drugs, alcohol. You must maintain a guardian interlockable with you. I'm going to suspend your license, so you must get a portable device. And 60 hours of community service. Is this how you understand the agreement? How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
1 year driver's license suspension. Yeah, okay. All right, Mr. Nolasco, good luck to you, sir. I'm going to suspend his, if you don't have a license and you get popped They will create one for you. And we now are still going to suspend it regardless. So, Mr. Nolasco, let me impart to you one more thing. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what you're doing in this life. The worst possible thing you can do is drive. If you do, you understand? Okay. Did you need the interpreter anymore?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
First, I'd like to approach our PC, having the benefit of speaking with him. I'd like to.
It's 180 days, man. You know,
I understand you, but I think part of the issue is that there's been substantial communication gaps. This guy spent at least a week in jail. He hasn't understood anything, and now I understand why. I don't know if he has a mental health evaluation, but I may recommend it. He was a refugee, right? 19 out of 22 years of his life. He just got, doesn't speak hardly any English. For the offense report, they got an officer who speaks Swahili to speak with him. But I just learned that where he's from, there are 122 different tribes, and
right, but that's not going to go. That would go to.
Was a protest, and was there actually informed consent?
But that goes, right, but that's for a suppression hearing, not for purposes of probable cause. And that goes beyond whether he gets arrested or not anyways. Right.
The fact that we have this, so we're actually trying to tackle much more. So I understand. That said, I just want to ask for a reset.
Yeah, but understand, Alan, if we're having this much trouble in the PTI program, how's it going to even? You know, I'm all about giving them a chance, but I mean, how's it going to, there's no interpreters. I mean, I don't know if there's any Swahili speakers in the probation office.
I agree completely.
I mean,
The translation line, I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but that's not what I'm there.
I mean, I don't even have any comprehension. I mean, I didn't comprehensive, having questions about that.
so why don't you let's set it for an eval then?
So,
Yeah.
I want to certainly do that as well. It's a lot.
I would, I mean, if there's ever even a inkling of any kind of where he can't help you prepare a defense, then you need to do it.
Yes.
Just,
I'm concerned about immigration consequences, given that he's also from an African country. I can't confirm whether or not that's part of whatever's going on.
so I guess let's do this. Let's set it for a 30-day comp eval. In the interim, set him up with, at the MAC, someone that he can speak to about immigration. That way we can kill two birds with one stone within the next 30 days. Because I don't want to come back and then it's at 220 days and now we got to do another thing. You know, so set it for a comp. We do 30 days. We're going to order him to show up. He also, within that time, I set him up for eval. But,
yes.
you know, if you need money for an interpreter, just come to me and I'm happy to give you money. That way you can have an interpreter if the MAC doesn't have someone that can interpret in that dialect or whatnot. Okay, yeah, just file it and then I'll sign it for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay. Oh, hey, what about Johnson?
Your Honor, we brought the Vikky witness here from the state together evening. I don't know if they're still interviewing or not, but the state just asked me to give this up to me.
Well, we were set for a 10-day discovery hearing because they were missing evidence.
Yeah, so I have not received any loans, first of all.
Is there any evidence that's here or what are you missing?
Not sure, Judge. I believe I had pulled it up though. I think my side's good, yeah, just talking to Chief and Six.
Is that the last thing? Anything that's not here, it's not coming in.
Okay. Yes, Judge, I mean.
Just whatever's not here, it's 200 days old. Hell no. Not just a no, it's a,
Absolutely.
yeah, all right. With that, we're done.
Thank you.